As an analysis channel, I would be remiss to not dive in on something so important. I know analysis pertaining to the illustrious career of the three-headed Broadway star, Ry Wainland, is a topic that may seem to many who follow the musical scene as overdone. I assure you, his work is an endless fountain of depth, not excluding his original piece, Bubbles, from the musical Loch Ness Monster. Not only written by Ry Wainland, also performed at a level that would leave any audience confused on how to react. So ignore the laughter because it's clear they aren't quite sure how to feel about this masterpiece. Bubbles is a story as timeless as any other, so let's look into the lyrical intricacies and performance that is dripping with evocative imagery and meaning. We start with
Bubbles was her name, and trouble was her game.
Not only serving as an introduction, but as a man in need of her love, the delivery is filled with this somber curiosity. This curiosity springing forth from the experience of said trouble he has had trying to be with her, alluding to a rich history these two have had with each other. This constant battle is now over, as it's being retold to us after these events have occurred, hence the past tense that is consistent throughout the whole song. After the brief introduction, we get a deeper description for Bubbles, being
40 years old and lovely like a dove. She was floating on water above.
Unlike many love stories of its medium, there's no young, misguided love here. Her being 40 lets you know this is a mature and complex relationship that not only is viewed with respect, but using the simile of dove, gives this monster a light, innocent, and peaceful image. While people may think she is a monster, someone who truly knows her is aware of the true qualities she contains. This will come up again later. The next line mentioned, floating on water above, not only shows how he reveres her on a higher level than the rest of the creatures in the water, but also plays into the dove symbolism. As like a dove soars above the world, so does Bubbles float above it. Float also being another word to deepen the sense of being light and peaceful. The woven layers of this narrative is powerful. Then, as if to mock those who look on in fear, there shouts in twain,
Sea monster! Sea monster!
But knowing this is untrue, he proclaims,
I can't see monster!
He does not, nay, cannot see a monster. It could not be farther from reality. Here we get an explanation as to why he cannot see monster, with the line,
'Cause I am blind with my rage and my passion for her.
He is blinded by the rage he directs toward those who do not understand her, dismissing her as some sea monster, but also blinded by his unending passion felt toward her that makes him unable to see her as something so hideous. The next line,
Swam away from me, and she started to suffocate my brain.
is quite telling about the mindset of Bubbles herself. Again, the delivery of Bubbles here now gives a sense of desperation and unrestrained passion, as before it was more of a somber curiosity. The song is ramping up as the chase plays out, perfectly mirroring the intensity of the scenario. This love is real, and as Bubbles feels ashamed by the mockery she has received, in fear of not being accepted, she swam away from all of them, and as he swims after her with that same intense desperation, she starts to suffocate his brain. Now that could be a literal suffocate, as in unable to breathe due to being drowned by Bubbles, or more likely in a metaphorical sense. At this point, the love is so strong it is suffocating his brain with a mighty stranglehold, being the only thing he can think about anymore. As he finally catches up, we get the lyric,
I caught her loosely and grabbed her tightly.
This being the perfect way to approach her, initially catching her loosely, showing he is not a danger, but then grabbing her tightly, revealing that there is still something more he wants, and it's intimate. The message is received by Bubbles, and we get the victorious line,
We made love in there. Yahoo! Whoa! Yahoo! Yahoo!
Our main lead then spends time celebrating, as any man would after successfully catching his love, and we get one final Bubbles to finish the song. Again, the delivery being important, first starting off somber, then the second bubbles being more desperate, and finally this proclamation of great release and joy to wrap up one beautiful and powerful love song. Roy Wamelin does it again, not only weaving a timeless love story, but a narrative that can teach more than just about love, with its wealth of themes pertaining to acceptance and not judging a book by its cover.